Hello and welcome to SIDETRACK. This is the podcast where we talk about things that we want to talk about because we want to talk about them and we have the time to talk about them.
Yeah.
Joining us for this episode is
The same
Charlie, the person that's there, and then Colin.
The same people.
He's
the same
in
people are here.
BackTrack, and Maren. We're not waiting for her.
No.
We're ready to go.
That was a reference.
I'm cutting all
that
of
the
this.
viewers won't get.
None of this is getting edited in.
How is everybody doing today?
right.
How is everybody doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm okay.
The sun
I had
is
an interview
shining.
today.
Ooh,
The sun came out today.
the sun is shining.
Do we want
the
to
tip is
talk about what this episode's about, or are we just gonna bullshit
Well,
the entire time?
We don't have to rush. We could start with a little chit chat.
Yeah,
gotta-
Colin,
we
we
gotta-
could do
we
a
gotta-
little.
I'm sorry.
We could do a little beginning.
The audience can't get hard ad hoc. Gotta give them.
Yeah, this is called a cold open.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cold open.
So the first,
Right.
not the first episode, our second episode of SIDETRACK, we were talking about the MCU and pretty much just our experiences watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe because it's so relevant right now, so very relevant.
Is it?
Maren, are you eating
I'm talking
something
about
right
it.
now?
No.
It sounded like you were eating something.
It's Joey. It's Joey. He's
I'm
having
not-
Taco Bell
I
right
am
now.
not eating it.
Listen to her. Speak.
I'm not eating anything.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, it is Joey.
Okay, so we couldn't do the small talk for 2
Yeah,
minutes,
but now we can talk
we're
about
going
Maren.
into Maren chewing. Oh God!
It's ASMR for the viewers.
No, it's not. It's not ASMR.
It's so they can get hard.
All right, so to go into the topic, we're going to be talking about the MCU and how it's kind of changed and affected us and our opinions on that thing that it is.
How it impacts LeBron's career and such as to that.
According, that. So according to,
No, I agree. Yeah, that.
I was just gonna ask, what was the first Marvel movie that you guys watched, and I guess what was the first one that made you go, "Oh shit,
Do you mean
this
like
is happening"?
great
Marvel
story.
or like MCU Marvel?
Let's say MCU, just to. I mean, you could like briefly say Marvel, but you know what I mean. Like, MCU is where you're expanding on. Sorry,
So I can't say Spider-Man 1.
you could say Spider-Man, but then like,
It was Spider-Man. Anyway,
It's like MCU light
I need
because
to.
it is technically canon, but
That's true. I need to think
that's
about
fine.
it now, though, because it's if I can't say
I can start.
Spider-Man.
I didn't really care about the MCU. I truly don't care about the comic series or like Marvel or DC or any of that. But I really enjoyed the movies when they were coming out. But at first, I didn't care about it. I didn't watch like the first one. The first one that I actually watched was Age of Ultron. And then Civil War was what actually got me kind of invested into the movie series because there was, and Spider-Man was there. So that was a whole movement. The Spider-Man being added, but we can talk about that later. I want to hear what you
I have
guys,
so many opinions.
like what your experiences were going into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because it was like a phenomenon, So like everybody had seen it basically.
So I have a fantastic
So
story.
I have actually a fantastic story.
In regards to the MCU. So the first one that I saw was in 2013, Thor: The Dark World.
Oh no.
So not regarded as a great movie. I think it's
Or a
got
good
some cool
one.
stuff in it. Loki was really good. But so here's the story. So I was in middle school. Now, you guys may seem like surprised by this, but back
Because
in my day,
viewers think
I
we're
was
ancient.
I was like a player. Like
What?
8th grade, Joey. I am not even joking. Who was considered the most like attractive girl in school was like down bad for me.
What the
I
hell
swear
are
to
you-
God.
Joey's
Where
the
are you-
Rizzler
what are you going
for
on
real.
about?
Can I tell the story? My God. So let's call
this
this
relevant.
girl Amanda. Let's
Okay.
call her Amanda. Her name's not Amanda, but just for anonymity's sake, her name is Amanda. So Thor: The Dark World was coming out, and I wanted to go watch it with my good friends. I had a group of like 4 or 5 guys that were my friends at the time. And they were like, "Hey guys, we got to go see the new Marvel movie." I was like, "All right, yeah, I'm in." And then the girl Amanda was like, "Hey, are you going to see that movie?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Do you want to go see it with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. My friends and I are going to
Oh no.
to go see it. Do you want to come?" She's like, yeah, okay." And then we go to my house to like eat beforehand, and I think Amanda was gonna meet us there. Yeah, she was gonna meet us there, and my dad drove us, and he's like, "Do you guys have like there was an extra spot for a ticket," so my dad came too, because he wanted to see it. So the only thing was, when we were getting tickets right beforehand, there were two seats together, like only open. Like this was a big movie event. There were two seats next to each other available. There were like 4 or 5 next to each other in another area, and then there was one by itself open, and that was it. Those were the only seats we could get. So, get this. My friends all sat together in the 4 or 5 group.
I know where this is going.
My dad and I sat, the two of us.
Amanda
was by herself.
You're so sweet.
In the other
My
section.
God.
We could only get the seats spread out.
Joey.
It's diabolical.
It wasn't like ill intent, because like I didn't know, like I didn't really. This girl was like in love with me. I didn't like understand.
Joey, you're a hot piece of
realistic-
ass.
I did
don't
not
refer to Joey
understand
as a
what
hot
to
piece
do.
of
I didn't
ass.
like.
It's worth it. It'll be in the video.
Oh, and before we left, when we were eating at my house, again, before Amanda met us at the theater, my dad was like, "Oh, so Amanda's coming. Like, who does she have a crush on?"
Oh
Because,
my
like,
God.
obviously she wouldn't go to the movie if she didn't have a crush on anybody. And my friends are all like, "Joey." And they were, like, bummed. And my friend, let's call him
Bluthery.
Chris.
Blanovan.
Let's call him Blanovan. He was like, "Your boy." That's your boy.
Your lad.
It was really funny.
It's your home
But again,
slice.
like I genuinely just didn't quite understand women. I didn't really like. I
were a
dated
kid.
the girl as well at one point, but then we broke up after like 2 weeks because we were in 8th grade, and again, I didn't know how to do anything. I was like, "Oh, she's my girlfriend now. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends."
Did you like the movie?
I remember liking it. It was good.
What? This
But
stage, it was
I was
crazy.
so excited
I love
to
it.
tell that story. I was so excited to tell that story. I love that story. So anyway, a little off topic, but still sort of on topic.
No, that's so
I
on topic.
love telling that story.
Guys, we're sidetracked right now. Can we get back to the topic?
Yeah,
Can we
get
get
back
back
on
on
track.
track?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was the first one I technically saw. I don't remember anything about it, watching it, like having gotten see it in the theaters. Like, it wasn't like a very memorable movie.
No, it was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie.
To the point where a few years ago, when I was telling it, not a few years ago, but like several years ago, when I was trying to tell this same story, I was like, "Oh man, what movie was it?" I don't remember what movie we were watching. So it was fine. I loved Loki in it. Loki was fantastic.
Oh wait, no,
But
shit. This
everybody else
wasn't.
is
I don't
okay.
know why. I'm imagining. I thought this was still.
What's that?
Age of Ultron. No, this was.
Oh
Dark,
no, Thor: The Dark
World.
2013.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That
So,
makes it so much
yeah.
funnier, actually. that
Yeah,
it was
this
that
was
movie.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's my story. I'll concede the throne now. I was
My
really excited to
God.
tell that.
I don't know if Charlie or Baird could
I can
up
remember.
the ante here.
I can't. Maybe, who knows? But I think that the first Marvel movie I saw, I feel like it might have been Iron Man because we have them on DVD. And my brother really liked superheroes as a little boy.
Well, you're super, like, actually movie cultured, so
Yeah,
I feel like it was a matter of time that you would watch Iron Man at that age.
that's true. I don't remember watching it, like, as a kid. I remember watching Iron Man 3 a lot growing up, which is my favorite Marvel movie, in case anyone was wondering.
Really?
Iron Man 3?
I don't know if it's my favorite it's not my well, okay. Favorite Marvel movie? Probably not. My favorite, like, movie, like, it's one of my favorite movies, like, ever.
Iron Man 3?
Yeah, Iron Man 3.
Wait, it's
Wow,
not your
I
favorite.
did not
that
know
one,
that.
Wait, hold on. It's not your favorite Marvel movie, but it's
Yep.
one of your favorite movies ever.
I said what I said, and I stand by it.
Okay.
All right.
So
okay.
which Marvel
fine.
movie?
Yeah. So which Marvel movie is your
So
favorite?
is your favorite Marvel movie even higher on your favorite movie list?
No.
No. This is a great list.
Like,
All right, all right.
in the context of Marvel movies, it's not my favorite Marvel movie because there are better Marvel
Okay,
movies.
what is?
Okay.
Don't put me on the spot like this. I don't fucking know.
What?
Like,
Oh my god. One of the only things you had to think about. I don't know what my favorite Marvel movie is either, to be honest.
it's probably.
think
I
about
mean,
it.
like,
Well,
out of
what
all
was
of
the first
them,
one you
I
saw?
have to think about it.
Charlie or me?
Marin?
No, I was gonna say Charlie,
you.
but Maren, you continue. You
No,
continue.
yeah, Marin has to finish out her
I think it
little
was
tangent.
Iron Man, and then, I mean, I was gonna say when Joey was talking, I was like, oh, I've seen X-Men, and then I remembered that doesn't count either. I think it was Iron Man. I'm like, final answer. I'm clocking in.
Final
first one.
answer.
Iron
The
Man,
first one.
the first one, because we have
Okay,
them on, we have
okay.
all of them on
Okay.
DVD. So,
The first Marvel movie that I saw was Captain America in theaters. I saw that shit in theaters.
The first
And-
Avenger?
Yes, the first Avenger. Yeah.
The first Avenger.
Literally the
2011 film.
Yeah, I was young. I was young
I didn't know
AF.
it was that early.
And I remember watching like the end credit scene of it with Samuel L. Jackson. I think Samuel L. Jackson is in that one, right?
I'm
Yes,
almost
yes.
positive.
Yeah,
Because
he's
he's
like
like
in
he's
all of
like,
them.
do you want to join a team to the guy? And
Yeah.
I
yeah,
remember
To the
like,
guy.
I remember because I went with my childhood best friend, and I remember we went with his dad too. And at the end of that, he was like, "Yeah, I think there's gonna be like a continuation of these movies," not knowing what the fuck it was actually gonna turn into. But
That's awesome.
yeah, no, I literally remember like watching this and being like, "Oh, so they're not going to make many more of these." Like, I don't know why. That's just how I thought of movies in general. But when I actually got locked into it, is really funny. It's Infinity War in 2019. I went to go see that shit in theaters, and when the thing ended, I was like, I literally could have watched this for like I could have watched the second half of it while there. I was like, I'd sit here for 5 hours and finish this
Yeah.
whole thing right now.
Oh, yeah.
I was so locked into it, and I was so pissed when that end scene or when that end credit thing came.
We'll get more into it because our first section is pre-Infinity War.
Well, yeah,
So-
but we're talking about our experience with getting locked into Marvel, and I was
to
going
give
to continue off of
context,
that,
it's
Colin.
called foreshadowing,
sorry,
Colin.
yeah.
I
Well,
was
I have more-
giving,
I have
I was
more
giving
things.
context to my story. Thank you very much.
We don't
I have
have to
more
be
things.
so strict with the sections.
I know, but
I'd rather hear what Charlie has to say.
After that happened, I literally went back and watched like every Marvel movie, and then like got ready for Endgame. It was like I was that locked into it because I had seen a few intermittently. Like I had seen Iron Man and Captain America, and I think like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. But I didn't watch all of them leading up to it.
Guardians.
I think I was in a similar boat.
Oh
I
wait,
had-
were
I-
you in a boat akin to mine?
Like,
Were you in a
probably
raft?
hitherto
Undreamt of.
undreamt of
Did you
yours.
really just say hitherto undreamt of? Joey, that's Infinity War. We can't talk about that right now. We're pre-Infinity
Everyone
War.
just clicked off after all that. I want you
So
to know.
to backtrack a little bit, I actually
No.
kind of lied. I was happy to tell that story, and the story still applies. But technically, that was not my first Marvel movie that I had seen. Technically, my first one was The Avengers. which was the year before.
So you just lied.
Which is interesting.
You clip-farmed us to get a story.
I
in?
did
He
not.
forgot.
I could have. I thought that the Avengers came out after Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, I thought
then
so,
I looked
too.
it up. Yeah, Thor: The Dark World was 2013, and the Avengers was 2012.
Frickin' clip-farmed
Because
us.
the other core memory that I have is me at my friend, let's call him Chuck's house. And
This is
let's
the
call
third
him
time.
Chuck.
You just want to dox
We were
anyone.
at his house and we were playing a fantastic game. It was some Godzilla fighting game on like a PlayStation. It was awesome. I was playing this like Ghidorah and I was fighting him. It was awesome. We were in like a
playing
city
as Dora?
and we were just fighting each other as these big monsters. I was playing as like Biolante and stuff. It was super cool.
No,
But we had
Biolante.
watched
That
the
is-
Avengers the same day.
Viewers, if you know what game that is, let us know.
I think it's just called Godzilla for like the PlayStation something. It's like $100 right now.
Godzilla
I've
and
tried
King
to
Kong
get
at the
it.
Olympic Games.
I've tried to get it because I was like, damn, that game was awesome, but I want to play it again. But I can't play it again because I'm not spending that money on a game that I don't think I could even play physically. But yeah, we watched the Avengers that day. And I think that's what kind of got me somewhat interested in watching the next Thor one with Amanda, but not
see.
Amanda.
Amanda.
So yeah, I just had to
Well,
say that.
I thought it was just in general, like Avengers was interesting to me. Because again, I like literally did not care because it came out when I was in middle school. Avengers, I think. And I remember kids were talking about it, and I was like, I don't really care. Age of Ultron, I wasn't absolutely invested, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of having a good time now. I'm watching this. And when Civil War came around, I've been through this already. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think it was weird to me that Marvel, so MCU specifically, kind of made a cultural shift in how like superheroes were perceived. Because I think for a while, when superheroes were first like conceptualized as comic books, and I didn't do as much research on before, the comic book stuff, but some people were kind of interested in it. It was popular, but then it started to become kind of geeky and like really just kind of like, oh, if you read these comics, you're kind of a nerd. But then like MCU kind of turned it around. Like everybody was talking about it, and obviously,
dude.
yeah, we'll talk more about Infinity War, where like because that was like a cultural phenomenon, but
Yes.
like there was just something crazy about it where I was like, whoa, it's
'Cause
like
they're
kind of
hot.
cool to like superheroes. Well, yeah, I mean it's also
Yeah.
because the actors and
Because they're
actresses were,
hot.
If they
Because got
weren't
Rizzlers.
hot, no, if they weren't hot, people wouldn't care.
No, you're right.
True.
Sex sells, bro.
Well, it's interesting because like that first, like they had done superhero movies prior, but they were like you said, Colin, like they were nothing like these.
Yeah.
When they did Iron Man in 2008, I mean, I wasn't really like sentient at that point. I was 6, so like I wasn't
Sentient at
I wasn't
6?
going out
He didn't have
and watching
consciousness.
Iron Man. Like I wasn't like on a phone. I didn't really talk to people about about Robert
Joey,
Downey Jr.
Nobody had phones in 2008.
Okay,
Got so quiet at that.
like so upset that you interjected.
Okay.
but Robert Downey Jr. to my like when my dad has told me about it, like people were not expecting Robert Downey Jr. to like be alive.
oh yeah, he
Like,
was
yeah,
hard
dude.
into like
He was
meth.
going through like crazy shit.
He has a
like,
checkered
any
past.
other day, people were just like waiting for. I saw this online somewhere. People were literally like waiting for that like news headline
That's
that Robert Downey
crazy.
Jr. died.
That is so
And then
crazy.
all of a sudden he does Iron Man, and I mean, obviously the Avengers was its own crazy new, like nobody has ever done anything like this, but even Iron Man, like
He built
that
that.
changed
In a
the
cave.
movie industry, I think.
Well, yeah, when
completely.
Infinity
with a box
War-
of scraps.
When,
Sorry.
when Infinity War was coming out, maybe it was Endgame. I went to rewatch a lot of the old movies that I never saw, and Iron Man definitely stuck out in my brain, thinking like, oh my god, this movie's actually like good. It's not just like just
Fun good.
respectfully Marvel semi slop. It was actually
like fun
good.
Well, no, I mean, like
you.
the crazy thing is, like those movies leading up to Infinity War, like the majority of them are good. Like I'll make the argument that none of them are bad. Like the worst ones are mid.
No.
Like it's.
I mean, the Hulk one was bad, right?
I never saw Hulk.
No, I still like
still
the Hulk
haven't
one.
seen it.
I still like the Hulk one. I think it's
been a bit
I think
since
it's
I've
good.
seen it.
It's interesting. I mean, it's the story of Hulk, so there's gamma in it and shit, which always makes it interesting.
Gamma.
Right.
Like the
But,
Like,
radiation.
they were straight
Yeah.
up good
Yeah.
movies, and they had so many different plot lines of characters that had really interesting flaws.
Backgrounds.
Like Tony Stark being a piece of shit. Sorry, am I allowed to curse
Yeah.
on this thing? Huh.
Yeah, we've already
Yes.
discussed this.
Sorry, I'm getting mad.
Ad hoc. You can curse ad hoc.
Tony Stark was a cum rag. Thor was just like so full of himself and was like, I am the next king of the world. No, dude, lock in. You need to be like good.
Decent human being.
You gotta lock
Actually, he's
in.
not a human being.
Captain
Sorry.
America had no flaws besides being
No,
tiny.
he was weak.
I thought Captain
He was
America was
weak.
so annoying.
That's not a
He was a
flaw.
little annoying.
That's just
That
just
is a
who he
flaw.
is.
That's most certainly a flaw.
Okay, but he didn't have like a fatal
I mean-
flaw, like a
Well,
Greek
no, I mean
tragedy
that's
flaw.
pretty fatal. Like if someone's annoying and you can't hang out with them for a while, that's a pretty fatal
That's why-
flaw right now there.
That's why Civil War happened.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Iron Man
he,
called Captain America annoying.
he definitely.
Well, also his flaw
does have-
was that.
he
I
was
mean, it's
too,
this is hardly a flaw.
determination.
What?
Being strong-willed. That's his flaw.
Well, no, it was that there's no man left behind.
That's what I meant.
Sometimes
Like
sacrifices needed to be made. So
loyalty.
it's kind of
If
Like
determination
Percy
is a flaw,
Jackson.
then I'd say that falls under me.
Yeah, I think I might be like a awful person.
Like it's like
Yeah,
the
I'm a
fatal
flawed
flaw.
human being.
Like in Percy Jackson, how they all like Percy's fatal flaw is that he's too loyal.
Do you think it's possible? Sorry, this is like because like Thor has to go through the process of like becoming worthy. Do you think it's like do you think becoming worthy is like studying for a test where it's like if you specifically focus on becoming worthy, you're going to become worthy, or like
No.
are there people who will straight up never be
It's
worthy?
like
I definitely
never
don't
be
think.
worthy.
it's like the game.
Yeah, it's not something you can just kind of turn
you
on.
can't
Once
study
you-
for it.
Yeah, it's like that game where like when you think about the game, you've immediately lost the game. If you think
Exactly.
If you think about
Marin.
Exactly.
You made me
Because
lose
then
the
you're
game.
clearly wanting to be.
Hubris.
You're clearly wanting to be worthy for the wrong reasons.
yeah, you just want to
That's
pick
kind
up
of
the
like
hammer.
You know what I
that's
mean?
kind of like proof of the world today. That's like saying something. This feels like a
Yeah.
reference to the real world.
Again, meta.
That's what was good about them. The best movies have something to say.
If you're not a good person at heart, you never will be.
No, it's true.
No,
That's
no,
the story.
no,
that's
that's,
the
not
story you
it.
should take home today.
That's
viewers.
not it.
God.
You just have to want to change for the right reasons.
Well, oh my God.
But if you changed and acknowledged that you were a bad person, does that mean that you're inherently not a bad person? You just are a good person who did bad
Well,
things.
I mean, Thor became
is too much for
Thor
my brain.
became worthy, and I feel like that's enough
Well,
to
he
prove
was
that you can
always
be a
worthy.
terrible person.
and then he
No, he
became
wasn't.
unworthy. Yes, he was worthy.
No,
and
he
then
wasn't.
Became,
No,
Well,
I
Maren.
thought the whole point. I thought the hammer was passed down through the family, and you didn't have to prove yourself.
No,
you were just
no,
like
he-
Parliament, not
It
Parliament.
was Thor's hammer.
It was his hammer.
He just put the spell on it that made it not. You have to be worthy to deserve it because Thor didn't deserve it.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Maren, by that same point, Iron Man or Tony Stark was kind of a piece of shit this whole time, and then at the end, I mean, he did some good things. Don't get me wrong, but his character arc really like pinnacled at that end when he did that one really
Which
good
we'll talk
thing.
about
Does
later.
Which we'll talk about later. But is he a bad person inherently
No.
because he's always been a bad
He's-
person and he did one really good thing.
he's a dick, but he's not a
Yeah.
bad person.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's not
Because
worthy. Is
he
the only
did
thing.
one really good thing, but he also,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't, Like one really good.
But he did
big
almost
thing.
die in the first Avengers. That's
He
multiple
did a lot of,
things.
I think he did do a lot of good things.
That's true.
He does also. He's a morally.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a morally. Well, is he a morally great character? I feel like
Yeah, I'd
he's.
say
I
so.
think so.
Yes.
But I
just
feel like he's not.
mostly- on the
He strung Pepper
good side.
along for years.
That's true.
He married her eventually,
True.
and she
Yeah,
was
eventually, but he strung her along.
okay. But she clearly did not feel that way. She never felt that way.
I
And
think she certainly did feel
Until
that way.
he started to do some good things, I think.
I
Because I think she really just worked. In my opinion, I didn't see the Iron Man prequel. Don't get me wrong, but I think that she didn't really start to have any feelings for him until the events of Iron Man,
Yeah.
where she
that
was like,
sounds
"Oh my
right.
God, wait, this asshole billionaire I've been working for."
Daddy.
I mean, maybe she thought it
Well,
a little
then
bit,
he
but never to
didn't
the point of like.
He strung her along in the second one.
I don't remember
I
the
thought
second one. I
so.
just remember
Yeah,
Justin Hammer.
I don't remember.
Justin
much about
Hammer is
the
one of
second
my favorite characters in the MCU.
because
Any of my
he's Sam
friends from home
Rockwell?
can say that. Yeah, he was the first.
Was he the guy with
That
the
was the
whips?
first role that. No, that's Whiplash. Justin Hammer's the other guy.
His name was Whiplash.
Yes.
That's diabolical.
Yes. It's a comic book movie.
Oh my god.
Of course, his name's Whiplash.
Come on now.
But so to kind of move on, but kind of not. It's you bringing up the concept of morally gray characters. So I don't like Captain America because I don't think he is an interesting character. I think he is fun at times. I think he's good to have around, and I really did like the first Avenger, but I don't find him to be an interesting
Okay,
character.
but what about
think I
Civil
agree.
War? What about Civil War when he's
Whereas-
like willing to? Okay, sorry, go on.
Whereas, okay, all right, I will admit that he was probably right in Civil War,
No,
but
for
even
sure.
when going to watch Civil War, I was Team Iron Man.
Same.
Captain America's annoying.
Okay, but he made it interesting. Like the fact that he wanted to go down that route and like he was like, but we're killing people for the greater good. Like I don't know, that
Yeah.
kind of boggled my mind. Like I thought I could have sworn he was the one that was saying like we can't kill anybody, we have to stand down.
He
I
fought in
think that
World
made him
War II,
interesting.
where they were killing people for the
Yeah.
betterment of the
Which
world.
I wish they went into that a little more,
Okay,
because
fair
that would have
enough.
made it more interesting, in my opinion. I felt like the whole time he was just so like one-dimensional, and to bring it a little bit more to the relevancy of today, Superman, I find to be the exact same way. I don't find Superman interesting as a character.
He's not.
Maybe in a group setting, maybe.
Nah.
But in my opinion, I love Batman.
Oh.
I love Iron Man. I love Spider-Man because they have flaws and they're not perfect. They're not like these. I mean, not that Captain America and Superman are perfect. I know there's something to go about them, but like from my perspective, I don't know. I don't find them to be very interesting. I'd much rather go watch someone like Batman.
I think you're 100% correct, but I think they're also like supposed to fill that role. Because like if you think about like they're both kind of the anchors of the groups that they're a part
Yeah.
of. But you also have someone like Jerry Seinfeld in Seinfeld who is like objectively the worst character in that show because he just sucks
Yeah.
and also is not funny. I'm calling you out, Jerry
Like
Seinfeld,
Alexander
if you
Hamilton.
watch
Or
this.
Michael
Oh my
Scott.
God.
Exactly.
No, Michael
Scott
was
a
the
show
best
like
character.
that. No, Michael Scott.
Oh my
is,
God.
no,
I
it's
love
Jim.
Michael Scott.
Jim.
I
Like
think
he's
Seinfeld
still
is
interesting,
still a
but
good
he's
show.
anchor.
We don't need to
was
talk
the
about
most
it.
annoying character. I hated Jim Halpert.
Guys.
Dwight was better, and so was Michael.
Hated.
I didn't
I
hate
love
Jim.
Jim.
I thought
Hated
Jim
Jim
was
Halpert.
chill like that, but he fills the same role of being like
Yeah,
that
I
anchor.
get. You know what, Charlie? I really liked that point.
I know,
that
and
was
now
awesome.
you agree with me. So now you're joining my party. Welcome.
You
well,
need the optimist who sees that, who wants to do the right thing
Yeah.
always, to balance out the.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So on that point, though, you need the optimist to balance out the team. But what about the optimist by himself
That's when
as a
he goes
character
dark
on his
mode.
own?
Well, yeah, but that's when you need
but
like
that's
the
just
villain.
the thing is he never goes dark mode. Yeah,
Well,
well, he's
exactly.
he kind of did.
but like that's when the villain comes in and is like supposed to be the exact opposite, like Red Skull.
True.
Like they have to rely more on the villain when you have Captain America.
Captain
America.
America.
I
never-
agree with you, but
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like those movies are. Like,
That's fair.
Like I really like Winter Soldier.
I don't think I ever saw that. Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
That one's good. Like I was pretty surprised. I forgot about it, but yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Other than Civil War, I think the other biggest movie that came out before Infinity War was Black Panther. It was
Yes, that was
Well,
massive.
that was the first one to get
was a good
Grammy
one.
nominated.
yeah. You know what the craziest
No,
thing
Oscar
is?
nominated, not Grammy nominated.
Yeah,
sorry.
Oscar nominated.
Grammys.
The craziest thing about that movie is that I actually didn't really like it the first time I watched it.
I think I remember you telling me about this. Was it because you didn't find Black Panther as interesting as you thought?
Yeah, it's because T'Challa is not very interesting in general, but on second watch of the movie, I realized that it wasn't really about Black Panther, it was about Wakanda, but
Yeah.
the
that's
marketing did not make that clear at all, you know? And
Well, I
and,
mean, it was
like,
named Black Panther. Like it was supposed to be the first thing that you saw of Black Panther. So
Yeah.
I mean, there was still like a buildup of the character, like having to come to terms with his family being corrupt the whole time, and then he
No,
has
for
to
sure.
move on from that. Like, come on, man, that's crazy.
No, I'm not. Okay, when I say like I didn't really like it, generally speaking, I think I remember thinking I still enjoyed the movie all the way through, but it wasn't like it didn't wow me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But-
no,
There's a
I
difference, yeah.
understand what you mean. You know
Like,
what I find so crazy? Sorry, what were you? Put a
No,
put
just,
a bow on
I'm-
your thing, Colin.
Yeah, but my bow is that just looking back. My God, looking back, I think it was probably one of the best made
Yes,
movies pre-Infinity. Actually, best made like Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Just like it was the theming was on point, the casting was on point. There was a couple
music.
moments where the CGI was kind of mid, but mostly pretty good. Yeah, the music.
But,
oh my
yeah,
God.
well, that was the time when they were like exploiting their animators or like their CGI
Yeah.
artists at the top. So that
Yeah.
like obviously there's going to be downfalls to, or there's going to be some parts that are kind of not as good, but. Oh my God, that is a perfect movie. Like and
Yeah.
the music, dude. Kendrick Lamar. All I gotta say, man, it made sense for him to coordinate the whole thing to do it. And I'm just saying. But
works.
one of the things that I find so interesting about Marvel is that they started selling off like all of the main characters, like Spider-Man and stuff like that, and like selling them to other people. And then like you bring in the characters
yeah.
that aren't even technically like the main people of Marvel. Like Spider-Man is considered one of the mains of the Marvel.
Yeah.
And he was owned by Sony at that point. So to like be able to build one of like arguably the best decades of a studio's movies together, it's so mind-boggling that we got to the point where we are now. Where like Disney, I don't know, did Disney ever get the rights to Spider-Man again, or is it still owned by
I
have no
think
Sony?
they
idea.
did.
They
There-
did?
There's some sort of thing going on where like, I think they did.
Well, because I know like
I don't know, it's
Homecoming
such a
and
weird
Far From
situation.
Home are on Disney Plus now. So
yes, thank God.
which is it was so crazy. But yeah, they were able to build that with not any of like the actual main characters from Marvel.
They used the B team.
The B team.
It's interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
John
Yeah.
Favreau knew what he was doing, dude.
I love him.
Yeah.
so
I
true.
love Happy Hogan.
He's so smart.
Marin, are you beating up your mic?
Yeah, a little bit. Sorry.
I didn't really love. I liked Black Panther. Similarly to Colin, I wasn't like, this is the best movie I have ever seen.
Yeah.
It was good though. Interestingly though, the movie that did, I was convinced that this movie was like the best thing ever and like the best of at least the MCU thus far was Age of Ultron.
What?
I was convinced. I was like, this is cinema. This is the best thing ever. But now I just am upset by that movie.
It's kinda-
because
it's
Ultron's
mid.
such a great character, but he could have been so much better.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
that's fair.
good point.
I'm just so disappointed by
They
Ultron.
just killed him off. Well, I mean, they did bring him
Well,
back, which is nice, but
They did?
They did.
we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It's part of what
I
if.
think I know what you're talking
It's
about.
part of What
I
If.
think I. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
But
talk about that.
We'll talk about
I have
that
some
later because
opinions
I
on
think that was a good comeback.
Yes. I'm mostly just disappointed in the way Ultron was portrayed because I really liked some of the things they did with him. Like, his whole goal was to, like, have humanity evolve by, like, killing them and forcing them to, like, improve.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because, like, there's one specific line that he says where, like, as soon as everything starts to get okay, like, God throws another stone. And believe me, he's winding up. As in, like, he knows something big is coming that is going to challenge humanity.
Thanos.
And like, you
Thanos.
can kind of... I wish they leaned on that a little bit more, because they only said that one time, and, like, it didn't have to be, like, on the nose, because, like, how would he know it's Thanos? But, like, I find that to be pretty cool. Like, he was kind of trying to do what he could with... sorry. I have to interrupt my own thought for this, because it makes me so mad. He's got teeth and lips.
Let me see.
He's a robot.
It's probably just CGI. They just robotified some human.
Oh, God. It makes me so angry. He was so, like... I really liked kind of the arc of his character and the things that he did, but just... But I loved James Spader's voice. He did a phenomenal voice acting job, but they gave him lips and teeth.
I see it now.
And they, like... All of the lines he said are so, like, human.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if you look at him in any other mediums, he is a killer robot. Like, he is, like, a soulless, like, evil,
Yeah, I'm seeing him
like,
in
scary,
Marvel Rivals right now.
You know,
like,
exactly.
I like his Marvel Rivals design. It's very
Yes. Like, and I like the voice in Marvel Rivals. Like, I think they were kind of leaning on the fact that he was built by Tony Stark, so, like, he's gonna get a little bit of his snarkiness.
Right.
But I think that's so stupid. I think that just, like... It just made him kind of lame. Like, he's so snarky, he's so, like, jokey, and, like, he's got lips and teeth. So, like, they just humanified him
I love
so
that the
much.
first two in that list are, like, actual things about his character, and the second one is just, he kind of looks weird.
Nah, like, I don't know. I just looked at all the comic versions of it, because I had never read the comics or anything. I have friends who did. And they were like, dude, literally look at his comic book appearance. And I was like, oh my God.
That's objectively
Why
better.
didn't they just do that?
Because CGI.
It's hard.
Can we get
CGI,
to
I
Infinity
guess.
War, like the Infinity War era? I really want to talk about Infinity War.
Yeah, we can do that. I just want to put another bow tie just on the pre-Infinity War.
A bow or a bow tie?
Shut up!
Bow.
Sorry, that was
I'm really
loud.
mad right now. Figure out your life, Colin.
Play 5 minutes
I
of
just wanted
Freddy's.
to say that more than anything, and I mean, I think this goes into Infinity War and Endgame, but just in general, what was building up to Infinity War and Endgame, I think it's important to recognize that literally no one else could replicate it, like, just in general. The hype behind
Just
it.
the MCU?
Yeah, just
Oh
the
my
MCU
God.
in general.
Yes.
Like, no one else
No
could do
way.
it.
Dude, literally, like, DC is trying to catch up in 2022, announcing
Yeah.
like a 10-year thing like the MCU did. Like, that
Nobody
takes
cares.
a while. Yeah, nobody cares. Like, that takes a while to build up that kind of hype. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
So the fact that they pulled all that off is honestly very impressive. I have to commend them. Even if,
Yeah.
because I did also want to say, looking back, not all, but most of the CGI is kind of not great. Just in general.
It's supposed to be a tell of the
2008.
time. It happens, man. Yeah, it was
No, I
2008.
know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was bound to happen no matter what. It's just when it is, I think, in my opinion, important to recognize CGI aging not that great, because practical effects are, we watched The Dark Crystal on BackTrack, and that movie visually doesn't look like it aged very much, other than the aspect ratio and the quality, which is like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, that movie looks phenomenal.
That's true. I guess it does.
I think MCU told a better story, but
It
that's
also
just
doesn't help that they
he
try to
did
like update the animation throughout the years. Like, I think that honestly screws it up more than just keeping out what it was
Makes it
at
feel
the
more
time.
inconsistent.
Yeah, like they're not keeping what they had at the time. They're just trying to make it look prettier so that you'll think, oh, well, this looks nice for 4K. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Just keep it. Just keep it as it was.
Star Wars
my
does
God.
that
Well-
all the time.
But the biggest example that I bring up when it comes to like CGI and how it's like downgraded over time and how like there's not really an excuse, in my opinion, for some of these newer movies is Davy Jones.
I knew you were going to say that.
2005.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew it.
2005. You can't beat that. Nobody has beaten that, in my
You know,
opinion.
another
Like-
example from 2005 is the Chronicles of Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh,
I never actually watched that.
Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever
Another
seen it
example from that time is Lord of the Rings.
No, you're right. I was gonna say that one, and then I remembered how
not
good
Dobby.
Aslan looks.
either. Gollum.
Gollum?
Yeah, dude.
Well, they were straight up, MCU. You were talking about how they had like a B team, right? They were just kind of trying to get this shit out in order to get to Infinity War and Endgame. That being said, I think it is time to go to Infinity War and
I
Endgame.
saw
Yeah,
Endgame
please.
a day early, I think.
A day early.
day
We can
early?
talk about that. Let me just list off the credits to Endgame and Infinity War. They were both directed by the Russo brothers, Anthony and Joe Russo. The screenplay was made by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, and they were based on stories by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Rest in
And
peace,
John
Stan Lee.
Favreau was happy.
John
I don't
Favreau
know
is
who that
happy.
is.
Yes, you
Anyways.
do.
He's also the MCU guy. John Favreau is the MCU guy.
He's the guy.
Oh, okay.
He's the
He's the guy
Mandalorian.
that
He's-
plays
no, he
happy.
Wasn't he the one that started it, put it all together,
Yeah.
the MCU?
I think
Am
so.
I crazy? Yeah,
Yeah, he did. He did Iron
He
Man.
started it
Yeah,
all.
because he did
Credit
Iron
to
Man.
that guy.
He
Credit to
plays
that guy.
happy.
You're not gonna.
Colin.
Oh my god. Yeah, he plays happy. You're not gonna give
Plays Happy
credit to
Hogan.
the MCU guy, dude.
I-
He's the reason
you
MCU
guys did.
exists.
You guys did.
You keep
You
saying
guys
that.
did
I'll
that.
be like, you're acting like you don't know who he is, but you do.
You know
I'm
who
sorry.
He's-
I don't
He was
know him
also the
personally.
Doctor in Elf.
He was also
he was
the
also the
Doctor in
He
Elf.
was
Doctor in
also
Elf.
the director of Elf.
He was also the
director of Elf.
Doctor in
He was
Elf.
the director of Elf too, by the way.
But he was also the Doctor in Elf.
Where
And
were you
we're
guys
not
when
talking
when
about Infinity War right now.
Where were you guys when Infinity War dropped?
Oh,
the
at
movie
time
Five
in your life.
Guys.
Oh my God, I actually have a
let's
story
double
about this. So, I was very excited to see Infinity War, and I was going to see it with my brother, and I hadn't gotten to see it yet because
Let's call him
only-
Brathanthony.
yes,
Shut up.
we only have one movie theater near us. It's actually closed now because of COVID. But I had a friend in high school. I said to her, because she was like looking at spoilers for the movie, and I was like, do not
Oh, God.
spoil anything for me. Like,
God.
obviously I know that people are gonna die, but like, don't fucking tell me a single thing that happens. Immediately the next words out of her mouth were Loki dies, and I was like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Like,
If that was my Amanda, it would have been on site.
no,
my God.
I have never
Criminal.
been so angry.
Dude, you just reminded me. I didn't even. You just opened up a memory that I forgot about. I was in math class, and some of my the people behind me, I would say they were like mutuals. I wasn't like friends with them, but I wasn't really like.
Mutuals? Is this Facebook, Colin?
mutuals.
This isn't.
I don't
this
know.
Is, this is real
That's the best
life.
way to describe them.
Acquaintances.
I don't talk to them. Acquaintances. There you go. I don't talk to
Guys,
them.
I have to piss.
Go piss,
Then
girl.
go piss, girl.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Oh my
I wanna
god.
hear the
Do you have a
story.
bottle?
Yeah, she was like,
Okay.
everyone dies, and I was like, yeah, okay. But then she said like Spider-Man dies, yada yada yada, and I was like, yeah, okay. But then how I knew it was real was that the person next to her was like, what did you say? Like she's well, at first he was like, she's lying, and then he was like, wait, what exactly did you say? And she's like, Spider-Man dies, and then he went, why would you tell him that? And that's what made me go,
Oh,
God
that's
damn it.
when you know.
That's how you know.
That's when you know.
That's how you know.
Damn.
Oh my god.
So
oh
he
my
had
god,
your
that's
back
so
until that
funny.
moment.
He had my back until that moment.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the deal was.
I guess he
But it
thought
was
maybe
thinking
there was
back, it's funny.
still a part of you that did genuinely believe what she was saying, even though he was like, yeah, no, she's. It's like when a kid like clearly doesn't believe in Santa anymore, and they're like, no, he's still real, like for sure, he's real, and then like the kid's like,
See the look
I'm
on
not buying it.
Santa's
Like, you're the kid not believing in Santa, and he's
'cause,
trying
like-
to convince you otherwise. And then she was like, and Spider-Man dies, and he was like, fuck. If
Yeah,
if
well,
there was a
because it was
small
kind of
part
like a
you,
meme.
you that believed her, like that was too far. She crossed the line with that one. I felt
There was a meme going around about like, oh yeah, everyone dies. So at that point, you're like, okay, yeah, everyone dies, right? Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Little did I know they were right.
They were not
Like,
exaggerating.
Half of the cast dies.
Half the
Okay,
world.
can I just say, Thanos is one of my favorite characters of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe in general.
Can we specify Infinity War Thanos, but not Endgame Thanos?
Whoa, yeah, yeah, oh yeah. No, well,
I think
they're
that's fair.
both pretty cool, but I mean,
Yeah.
no. Let's be fair though. Endgame Thanos, knowing exactly what was going to happen when he came
was
back,
cool as hell.
and being like, I knew you, I can't believe you got in the way of this. You humans are pussies. We're gonna kill everybody. Like, goddamn,
Yeah.
dude, that is crazy that he knew he was working to this and knew exactly the moment that they were at when he got there.
I have
That's
thought. Yeah,
crazy.
Super smart.
I my only problem with Endgame Thanos was that he was a little too not similar to his Infinity War counterpart, because he was literally like, because I actually rewatched Infinity War and Endgame like a week ago, and he was just like, I will find joy in crushing every single one of you on this planet Earth, and I was like, that's not what he was like.
Well, Colin, you got to remember. First of all, in Infinity War, they made it very clear that he would go. He already knew that this killing half of all life was already kind of what he wanted to do. So he would go to planets and personally exterminate half of the population one by one, and then he dedicated the whole rest of his life to getting those stones. So to see that he already won, he did his life's work, and then these people go back in time to take that from him, I would annihilate that planet.
Colin, like, he has passion for his job. You don't just kill half of the planet without low-key enjoying killing half of the planet. He was always as dark as he ended up being at the end of Endgame. Let's be honest
I do love
here.
how we almost immediately went to the ending of Infinity War and not even the rest of the movie. it's the ending that everybody
hey man,
knows.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know it seems so basic to say that the villain in the most popular Avengers movie is my favorite character and villain character. It just seems so fucking basic. But dude,
But there's a reason. There's a reason it's
He's
one
a
of
good
those.
character, man.
He is insanely cool, and I love that he was barely in any of the other movies. He was only in the end credits and stuff like that. And then you see him for he is the most present character in Infinity War. If you count up the whole time that he's on screen, it's so cool how they did it. I think they did those end credit scenes leading up to it perfectly. Oh my god.
It used to
Very fair.
It used to bother me that the main villain guy came from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I don't know why. It just didn't sit right with me. I was like, this is where he was born.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
From this movie.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
No,
main
because
villain guy?
he was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who are you talking
he was
about?
Thanos.
Wait. Okay.
Ronan
reword what
worked
you
for
just
him.
said, because I don't think I picked up what you just said.
I said it used to bother me when I first watched these movies that Thanos was in Guardians of the Galaxy. That's where he came from.
Well, he
That
was
was
he
the
was
first time he was really in it.
He was.
I think.
he was in the
Okay.
end credit scene of Avengers. You knew that he
first
was the
Avengers,
person
yeah.
behind. You knew he was the person behind
Yeah,
the
but
New York
he
City
wasn't
attack.
in the movie.
But he was an
I know
actual
what
character.
you mean. I know what you mean. But he was first mentioned in Avengers. It's not like they the first time you ever noticed Thanos was Guardians of the Galaxy. But yes, it was the first time that he was like direct in a movie.
And I don't know why.
Yeah, I felt that way too, Maren.
I'm glad you guys
funky.
agree. I don't know what it is. I was like, that's stupid. That's where he...
Also, he was blue-faced Thanos at that point,
oh,
which
he
was
was blue,
kind of
you're right.
weird.
Faced.
He looked so different.
Maren, on the other hand,
Play devil's advocate.
that was the first, to play devil's advocate a little bit, that was the first MCU movie that kind of went cosmic.
Like in
Oh
space.
yeah.
Thor
Like,
wasn't really cosmic. It was
Guardians
just
of the Galaxy
Asgard.
was definitely like cosmic. Oh, dude, we didn't even talk about Guardians, man. Dude, Guardians is so good.
Personally, I was waiting until we got to after Endgame because that's the movie I really want to talk about.
Guardians 3.
I want to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. That's the one I'm really
the
excited to
Lego
talk
one.
about.
That was I loved that. I had fun with that.
Actually,
I liked it.
interesting.
It was fun. With Kevin Bacon?
Related to end credits, do you ever think about how like Marvel put end credits in all their movies, and like an entire generation now has like trust issues? They cannot watch a movie at a movie theater without until the lights turn on. They will not leave.
That's the culture
It's
shift
so
right there,
true.
man. That's the culture shift right there.
They knew how to do it. I mean, I think it is very strange how Marvel basically like changed the landscape of movies. We have a friend. I'll just say his first name because I don't think he's gonna care.
Let's call him Amanda.
No, Matt.
Matt.
He said, what? Wow. Okay.
I just love Matt.
Oh, you went. Oh man.
No, I said, oh, Matt.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I'm a little deaf.
Fight
It's
to the
fine.
death. Fight to the death.
Okay.
Die.
Kill.
He said he wants to make a video essay on this, so I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I think it's a very interesting idea. It's the title of the video essay is supposed to be how the Marvel Cinematic Universe saved movies and killed the quality of movies or something like that.
Ooh.
If that makes sense.
I like that idea.
So,
That's very interesting.
It's basically, it was getting to the point where people weren't going to the theaters, you know? Like, people weren't going in to see movies. And I love movies. I don't go to the theaters unless, like, I have friends around and it's something I really want to see. MCU kind of changed that. Like, it got people interested in going to the movies. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a whole cultural shift in how people viewed movies as well, not just superheroes, you know? And I think Infinity War was the turning point where, honestly, rewatching that movie right now, I think it was, I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. I think
Thank
it
you
was,
for telling us.
yeah, just so you guys know.
Gotta
just
plug
that
your
that's
letterbox. I see how it
rating.
is.
I'm not plugging.
Speaking of plugs, thank you to Audible for sponsoring our podcast.
We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored by Audible.
I just felt like a perfect time to intervene.
Oh my god! Of course.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I thought that the movie was kind of not super well written, but the characters were really good, and like some of them, honestly, even the less good ones were still memorable. You know what I mean? Like, they were super memorable. Such a, like, it's impressive how big they got that cast.
Bro,
and like, the cast was great.
How can you not like the writing of that movie?
I thought the writing was a little
Like,
if
what?
you rewatch it, I think you'll kind of feel, there were times where I was kind of cringing, where I was like, oh god, they really just, like, they needed to get something funny in there.
What? Really? Like what? What example?
Source?
Like, I love Tony. I love Tony Stark. I love Tony Stark so much. He is literally arguably my favorite character.
Choose your next words carefully.
I think
kidding.
they leaned a little too, at least in Infinity War, from rewatching it, they leaned too hard into the, like, him kind of just making jokes about stuff. Some stuff landed really well, like the, I thought the, you know, like, calling Doctor Strange a wizard was very funny to me. But
Did
like,
you not
dude,
like
I forget
Squidward?
what,
in front of wizards.
yeah, the Squidward thing was funny.
Okay,
but there was
I
like,
like that
Sorry,
one.
Earth is closed today.
yeah, no, that shit was great. But there was, I forget what exactly he said, but like they were in the ship, and he was just like saying quippy shit for no reason, and I'm just like, dude, all right, can we just like progress?
He's been doing that the whole time, though.
No, I know, but it can feel forced
I kind of
sometimes.
see what Colin means, though.
It can be forced, which is why I said I think Infinity War was not super well written, but had some of the best scenes and moments in cinema. Just straight up.
Colin rated
So-
it 4 stars on Letterboxd. Sorry,
Yes,
go on.
I rated it 4 stars. Because I also do... this is something I've told these guys about a lot. I don't think I've said it on the podcast. On how...
We've had one episode.
I know. Well, that's why it's our first, like, movie-related episode.
That's why it hasn't been said, actually, Colin.
Actually. Yeah. God damn it! I almost I think
Lock
I
in,
kind of
Colin.
forgot what I was gonna
Lock
say.
in,
What was I
Sorry,
saying?
you've said
What was I
this.
saying?
You've never said
You
this
messed
on
me
the
up.
podcast
Oh.
before.
Oh,
You rated it 4 on Letterboxd.
I fundamentally don't like the idea of a movie needing a prerequisite in order to watch it. You don't really need a prerequisite to watch Infinity War, but it really helps. You know,
It's
there's a
risk
lot of
and
instances where
reward.
it's-
It's the dopamine formula.
I don't know if I agree with that.
as
Colin.
someone
I know you guys
who,
don't agree with me on
as
that,
someone who
but-
barely watched any of the movies going in, I would say that I still thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well,
But I do understand it's also recency bias, and it's the first time you're watching it and learning the story. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like watching the other movies enhances it. You know, like honestly,
I
when I
agree.
watched it the second time, I think it was better because I actually got
Interesting.
all of the little things that I didn't know because it was prerequisites to it. But it wasn't like I still enjoyed it so much the first time I watched it.
I just think it's a little overinflated.
I understand.
With you needing a prerequisite to watch a movie, I agree with that most of the time, but when you are when the whole point of this specific movie you are trying to make is to combine
No, for
all
sure,
of
I get
these
it.
stories and all of
When
these
it's a
characters,
generational
you know?
pull.
Yeah, because I don't necessarily want sequels have been a thing for ages, and
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
really want them to have to go through the whole rigmarole again just to explain it to the new people
The
watching
thing,
a sequel.
I totally get that. The thing my brain goes to right now, because I watched it this year, I did not watch Knives Out, but I watched Glass Onion, which is a sequel.
It is a sequel.
Yeah.
You don't need to
And
see the
I-
first one.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
I think it's a fantastic
But
example
it's-
of how
that's-
it's a sequel.
Yeah, but it's more like a anthology.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a
Well,
one
it's
time
just two
thing.
different kinds of movies.
But it's like yeah.
Yeah, they're
that's-
different kinds of movies.
If
I
I'm
get
being
it.
I
honest,
don't really like to judge all movies the same way.
if I'm being honest, I found Thor Ragnarok more confusing because I had watched that before I watched Age of Ultron, and I was like, why is Hulk just randomly on a different world that's at the end of everywhere? It's the
Yeah,
lonely
that's
place.
fair.
Like I was like, oh my god. But I still love Thor Ragnarok.
I don't think they do a bad job, just introducing all these characters. It's just, there's so many characters, it's kind of hard to get an attachment to most of them if you haven't seen anything else, I think a lot of people, the Spider-Man dying scene will pull on people's heartstrings. Honestly, if you haven't seen any of the other movies, I feel like anybody else's death, it maybe Groot's death would hurt.
Black Widow's death
Well,
kind of hurt.
No, but that was Endgame.
That was Endgame. You're right.
Yeah.
the thing about that, Colin, is to me, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. That
Yeah.
not everybody is going to see it the same way.
Fair enough.
Because again, they were making this for the people that have been there since the whole time.
Okay, well-
they're making this movie as a specific culmination of these
everything they
previous
built up
movies and these
before.
events. That is the entire point.
Right,
You
I
know?
gotcha.
I don't think it needs to be catering to everybody.
I don't know if I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 before this, but honestly, like Gamora's death hurt for me the first time I watched it. And
yeah.
knowing where Peter Quill and Gamora are going to get and then seeing where they were in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, I think is
Yeah.
also a really interesting
They built that death up
way to
very
watch
good.
it. Yeah,
Very
exactly.
well. Sorry.
Very good.
But one of the other things I was going to bring up is I think honestly, I found the movies in between Infinity War and Endgame also like a really interesting way to keep the hype going leading up to Endgame. Because there were
Ant-Man and the
in between?
Wasp.
it was Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, which I found Captain Marvel really mid.
You thought it was really what?
Like, mid. It was all right. I think it's probably my least favorite of the MCU movies.
Damn, least favorite.
I hate men.
No, I don't know, man.
I'm just tired
it
of
was
people
cool.
hating on Captain Marvel for the same
But
things that Iron Man does. That's all I got. That's all I got to say. Is that she does the same things Iron Man does, and
I like
people.
her character. She's cool.
What do you
Charlie
mean by
wasn't
that?
hating on the character; he was hating on the movie.
That's fair.
The movie.
That's okay.
Okay, but honestly, like, you know what took it down the most for me? I'm not gonna lie. You know what took it down the most for me?
What?
Learning about how Samuel L. Jackson lost his eye.
No, you're right. I
Or Nick
hated
Fury.
that. I hated it.
That pissed me off. Because he was like, I trusted someone once, and that lost me my eye.
He
And
did
then it's a
that.
goddamn cat.
It's a
Are you
cat.
kidding me?
Yeah,
That's
there you
so
go.
stupid.
Well, it was a monster cat. It was like a horrible
oh
tentacle
my God,
cat.
don't even with me. Stop it.
He has, but I think that's actually like in the moment I hated it, but it's also it's fitting.
I don't know. I mean,
Like it's funny.
I felt like Captain Marvel's. What do you mean by it was the same as Iron Man? Because her
She's got
buildup
the
was quite
same-
different from Iron Man's.
Not that I mean her personality is the same as Iron Man's. Like I'm the best,
I wouldn't
full of
say
herself.
Well, then why are they doing the same character
No, dude,
again?
she was insecure as shit about herself in Captain Marvel. She had trauma of like fighting with like the like her mentor and like her not being able to use her powers because she was like, oh, you told me not to use my powers to fight you, so I'm not gonna use them, and I'm insecure about myself. Like, that was the whole thing about Captain Marvel.
But she still thought she was hot shit.
Interesting.
When?
I don't remember.
I didn't watch Captain Marvel, but I liked her inclusion in Endgame.
I watched it. I don't remember anything about the movie.
I did
be
not.
honest.
I did not enjoy the all-woman fighting in Endgame. That felt like such pandering.
Oh.
That
I was about
thing
to say,
pissed me
I
off.
was wondering if we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's what
I
makes me
thought
mad.
that
Is
was
like
so
they can make
cringe.
really great women characters and really great moments that happen to include women. They can make really great moments that happen to include with men. Like, why does it have to be like?
It was so pandering.
Well, I'll
all
say
of those
this.
characters
We're
alone
not-
are awesome.
Joey and
Yeah.
Charlie, we're not women, so we.
I guess.
the
Maren,
re-
what did you
honestly,
think of that scene?
Well, in the moment I was like, oh, that's cool. They have all the women, and then I was like, wait, it's the same thing when they were like, Endgame is gonna have the first gay couple in all Marvel, and then it was just like an off-handed comment that a guy at Captain America's therapy session meant about how he misses his husband. Like that's not what I was
yeah.
expecting. So it's like the same level of that, and like Joey's, you're right. Like you can have great movies or scenes or whatever you said about men, and you can have great movies and scenes about women. It's just that in Marvel, if you think about the ratio to like men to women, there's a lot
kind of absurd,
more
yeah.
man than woman.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I agree in terms of like the faces of it, but I also would say that for every great male character in those mainline movies, there is a just as good, if not better, female character to go right alongside them. Pepper Potts. Haley Atwell is Agent whatever her name is.
Carter.
Agent Carter, yes. Thor, Natalie Portman, Jane
Okay,
Foster.
See,
but the
but-
directors were also they're two twin white brothers. Like, this was
They just
very
swoop
clearly let me show that I'm a feminist icon and that we're gonna
Yeah.
make $5 billion more dollars. Like, come on, man.
The reason why I honestly didn't want to approach this topic in the first place is because, in my opinion, we aren't really qualified to talk about the socio-political ideologies behind Endgame and feminism.
I think I am.
You know, like,
As a woman, I can have an
Well, then
opinion.
how is there supposed to be a dialogue about
Yeah.
it?
no,
Yeah,
that's fair.
How is
exactly.
you know?
We need to
It's
bring our
just-
own biases into it and then clip farm people.
Exactly.
That's our purpose.
It was such a massive thing. Like, I remember that was actually a big thing, like that whole conversation about the women's scene. And I just remember kind of not really giving a shit, you know? I was just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I
Oh, in the movie, I didn't give a shit. I was like, oh my god, what is happening?
well, no, I'm saying I didn't give a shit whether or not it happened. I'm just kind of like, okay, this literally speaking, going back to like the how it kind of ruined the quality of movies. I mean, literally speaking, movies have become a theme park ride. Right,
Yes.
they're showing you the
Yes.
flashy, silly, cool stuff, and that was Endgame like all the way. Are you kidding me? Like Infinity War was a great movie, and I actually thought that Endgame. I remember Endgame being like pretty good, not as good as Infinity War. I actually think it's around the same level now, in my opinion.
Dude, it
Just
is so good.
Wow.
There's just like different things wrong with it, which is weird to me. Like I feel like it's better written, but it is so deep into the fan service, you know, which I don't think is a terrible thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think that when people try to compare the Marvel movies to like real typical movies, I don't think that's fair at all. I don't think I think a lot of movies have become kind of those theme park rides.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, movies are for
No,
entertainment.
I was gonna say.
You know, they're not meant to be like dissected and like, you know.
Well, some are, but no,
Some are.
not
I
all.
mean, at
But
the end of the
sometimes
day,
you just want to watch a superhero movie.
well, at their core, at the end of the day, movies are trying to entertain people. There are movies like Oppenheimer, and there are movies like an Endgame. I think they both do their own things fantastically.
Yes.
Right.
The
Yeah, that's
source
fair.
material
What?
is little men in tights, and the dialogue is bam, kapow, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have
Yes.
like the mainline stuff in order to have the avant-garde stuff. There is a pendulum swing
Marvel
that needs to happen.
earned it.
Yeah. Also, I
I
Marvel
understand.
earned it
finish
after all those years.
my point from earlier, which is honestly
Finish your point.
quite
Finish your point.
ironic.
It was meant to happen. Go on.
Anyway, Joey mentioned that for every great man there was also a great woman, which is very true. Those are great, strong female characters. However, they are not the main character. So these little girls, because I was once a little girl, and I would watch movies,
I was thinking
and
that.
I said this in the Sonic video, that I thought Tails was a girl, and that's why Tails was my favorite. Like, that's a real thing that I did, because I was a little girl. I would find the girl character, and that was automatically my favorite. But usually there was only one girl character. I didn't have options.
Right.
Like, you guys have
It's
options.
a side character.
Yeah. I didn't have options. I had one. I had one choice. Which honestly,
No, it's a
So
good
you're saying
conversation to have.
yeah.
If they were like the main characters of movies leading up to them, and then that happened, like would you
No.
agree that made more sense to
it
do?
wouldn't have needed to happen, I don't think.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Well, yeah, it would have already been happening at random
There would have
points.
just been
Or,
movies
yeah,
about women being a superhero.
Yeah.
And not just one.
I know what you mean.
Like, they didn't make a Black Widow movie until after Endgame.
After
And
she
after her
died.
character was already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, because like she was supposed to be like the sex object in the original
Yeah,
Avengers.
for a while she was just eye candy, unfortunately,
So,
which is crazy.
Those
to
are-
even say that.
those are my
but
thoughts.
that was the purpose.
I'm done
That's-
now.
No, I
That's
think
what it
it's
was
a
like.
very understandable thing to vocalize, right? Because that was a whole thing, man. I don't know.
It was.
It's just
Colin,
I don't even know.
You do have to think
My-
about the fact though that is the most prerequisite needing movie ever.
No,
so you
for
can't
sure.
like it.
Ever
Yeah,
is
I
a
actually
very
hate
true
Endgame.
word.
Okay, but this is the thing that I really love about Endgame is you literally get to the point where you're like, well, what are they supposed to do from here? Like you are sitting after that hook being like,
Yeah.
where are they going to go from here?
Yeah.
They literally ended a full timeline. It blew my mind. And then
Crazy.
them putting up 5 years later, like that hit hard. That was good.
Oh, you mean at the
Yeah.
beginning of
They
Endgame?
really did that
I
well.
understand what you mean now.
Yeah.
I thought you meant after
beginning of
Endgame
Endgame.
ended, and I was like,
No.
I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that too. Like, where do they go? Like, Tony Stark dies. What the hell do they do next?
I don't know.
Believe
Where
it
do
or
they
not,
go?
they do
Post-Endgame.
something.
They certainly did a thing.
They did so. Well, okay. All right.
Are we getting into it?
My
Yeah, so we're
first
moving
opinion.
on. I think we're going
I'm
to our
moving
final
on.
section.
my biggest thing that I have to say. Let me pull up a timeline.
Okay.
No, we should pull up the timeline. Yeah.
MCU Phase 4.
We were into college at this
Timeline.
point, right? Just so we're all aware, like this was
Yes.
Endgame was me, Charlie, and Maren's senior year of high school.
It was.
So
I remember
Yes.
seeing it. I saw
That
it
was-
a day early. We never talked about that.
MCU
Oh yeah.
Phase.
Go on.
The movie theater near my
Order of
house,
release.
may she rest in peace. It was showing it I think it was a day early. Like a day early for some movie theaters are just doing that. So I saw Endgame in
That's so cool.
it was like it wasn't
Was
like
it like-
The story.
it wasn't like IMAX. It was just like a shitty movie theater
Was it-
in my town.
Was everybody like clapping and stuff during
Oh, yeah,
it?
when
Like was it like
when Spider-Man
that's
came
so
back,
awesome.
people got up and cheered. Like
That's
some
so
guy
cool.
in
Yeah,
the
I
front row
love
was
that.
like, "That's my boy!"
I remember that.
I remember I yelled. I was like, yeah!
It's like in that one movie where they go like chicken zombie or whatever it is, zombie
Chicken
chicken.
jockey. You know even it's chicken
oh,
jockey,
Charlie,
you moron.
Charlie.
Jesus
Jockey.
Christ. I didn't even watch the movie,
Oh,
Charlie.
God.
Anyways, Joey, back to your
All right,
timeline.
yeah. I got my timeline up. So, Avengers Endgame came out. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
Movie release schedule. You want to talk about something? Captain Marvel comes out March 8th, 2019. Wow. Avengers Endgame comes out April 26th, 2019. And then Spider-Man Far From Home comes out July 2nd, 2019.
Jesus Christ.
3 movies within like 6
back to
months.
back to back.
That's crazy.
But that wasn't the point I was trying to make. But my point was, Marvel was in a... Spider-Man Far From Home is probably my favorite MCU movie. I absolutely adore that movie. But that came out directly after Endgame.
Yeah, that's kind of
They were going in an okay direction. Like, I mean, even if it's not everybody's favorite, you have to admit that was a pretty damn good movie, especially considering it was the first one after Endgame, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, how do you follow
disagrees.
that up?
on Tier List Tuesday, Tier List Today, because it was out of Friday.
Tier list
Feet
today.
Fist
Tier
Friday.
We've already... No, we're not
Feetless
doing
Friday.
this. We're not doing this right now.
Tier list Friday.
Oh,
I've already talked about my thoughts on the Spider-Man movies. We've talked about it too much to the point where I don't feel like talking about it again.
I could talk about it
I
again.
don't hate them. But I know Joey, you love them. I know you two also
love
really
them.
enjoy them, Charlie and Maren. And I don't dislike it, for sure. It just definitely was like not a step in the wrong direction, but it definitely felt not the same, to me at least. Post Endgame felt different.
well, yeah. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The only thing I cared about post Endgame was Spider-Man. I didn't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah.
I
That's fair.
Yeah, me
The
too.
only
Because they
movies-
wrapped
Me too.
it up so well.
the only movies I've watched post Endgame are Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't even know.
I wrote down the
Well-
ones that I did watch. And it's more than I expected.
I saw
post-Endgame.
Black
There's-
Widow also, and
Yeah, I did not see Black
I remember
Widow.
really liking the intro to Black Widow. Like, there was a really creepy, like,
I
newspaper, almost like introduction to that movie, like the beginning credits. It was really cool.
Can
It's
I
like
just
Do you
say-
want a
horror
rapid
almost.
fire?
Can
these
I just
post-Endgame
say
movies?
real quick
Yeah.
before we get into this?
Yeah.
There have been 2 phases so far of
Post-Endgame,
multiverse,
whatever it's called.
Of
Multiverse.
the multiverse saga, and they have already released 29 pieces of media for this.
Holy
Whereas,
shit.
like, that's what I counted on Disney Plus, which might not even include all of them because I don't think it has No Way Home. But
This includes TVs
Yeah.
now, right?
like this is
TV
this
shows,
is including
sorry.
TV
Yes,
shows.
shows
But
are
those
now
those are
included, yeah.
very big parts of this
Right.
Yeah.
this. But yeah, that's more time of
Crazy.
content. But the Infinity Saga, from what I counted on Disney Plus, was 23 movies.
Jesus Christ.
So
man.
we are only 2 phases
3
in. and We already
phases.
have more than we had for
Well, they
all of
have to
Infinity
cover
Saga.
the whole
Yeah.
multiverse, Charlie. It's pretty big. They only had to cover
It is pretty
one.
big.
AKA get as much money as possible.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I know you especially have opinions, Joey, on the multiverse thing. I think that's how we should wrap up the podcast.
I have
because
questions,
I wanna
though. I have-
rapid fire the movies.
I have 2 questions.
You have questions?
Well-
I do. I have 2 questions.
Ask them first.
Okay, I need to remember what the second one was. My first question was when did you guys like? Because we talked about when we watched what our first Marvel movie was, but we didn't talk about like when or if we've
when we
watched.
fell off?
What? No, if or when we've watched like all of them, like.
Oh, before Endgame.
Yeah,
before
around that
Infinity War.
time, I would say.
I finally
Infinity
watched
War,
all of them.
Endgame.
I think honestly, like a year after Endgame came out.
Interesting. I didn't watch all the movies. I watched most of them though.
When did Endgame come
before
out?
Endgame.
Yeah.
2019.
Oh, I guess I also did it. I did it during COVID
Once.
with my brother.
Oh wow.
I'd say once Guardians of the Galaxy and Age of Ultron were kind of right next to each other. I'd say that was when I fully got in and I started to watch all of them as they came out in theaters.
Oh,
Guardians and Age of Ultron were kind of my 2.
Guardians is a
hooks.
great movie. All the Guardians
a good
movies
one.
are great.
I would.
Literally.
When did
I
I?
like the first 2.
When did Spider-Man?
a
You
good
don't like-
chunk, but
did you
the
see
third
3?
one is really good. The
I was
third
about
one's
to
one of
say.
my favorites.
The
The first
thir-
2 are pretty damn good, but the third one is one of my favorite movies
Dude,
ever.
Yeah, I think the third one was
Fantastic.
like the best movie post Endgame.
I haven't-
in my
They-
opinion.
yeah,
I
They
think
made it
it's-
I
so
agree.
dark, but none of the comedy was hitting for me. That
Really?
is the only thing I will say about that movie. I didn't find it funny at all, but oh my god, was that
Interesting.
heart-wrenching.
I gotta
Yeah.
watch
And
it.
the villain, oh my god, he was so
The
good in
villain
that
was
movie.
so
I've
good.
never seen it.
Finally, a villain that is just evil to
never
be
seen it,
evil
Maren?
again.
The third Guardians.
You gotta have some of that.
Marin, in my honest opinion, third Guardians of the Galaxy is the best one.
I've never. I
out of the
haven't.
three.
Is that the one
Yeah,
with
like-
the eyebrow kid from Narnia as the villain?
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
Yes.
no,
Is
well,
it?
no, he's not a villain. He's not a villain.
Oh,
But he's
He's Adam Warlock.
I love.
Oh.
I love him.
Damn.
Far From Home
British.
is definitely probably my favorite MCU movie, but I'd
enough.
say that Volume 3 is probably the best.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair.
One of the
I
best.
like what you're saying there. I like your words.
I like that laugh.
But
No Way Home
so-
obviously was also that was a big
it
thing.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Are we
I
going
liked it.
through the full list?
I enjoyed it.
Are we going?
Yeah, I'll go
tit
down
for
the
tat?
list.
For what
I'll go
we
down the
watched.
list.
Yeah, you go down the list and we'll
I have
rapid fire
just
opinions.
the movies right now, but we can go
Yeah,
through the
I have here. Let me
TV
share my
I didn't
shows
watch
I
it.
got all of them.
I didn't watch
I've
the
got all
I
of them.
TV
have.
shows.
Oh, that's what my question
You
was.
have everything?
Was what TV shows did you guys watch? Like, if any.
I watched the first episode of Moon Knight and it was really good, and then I got bored after that.
I watched like
have
half
the
of
full list here.
WandaVision at Joey's house, or like most of
I heard
WandaVision.
WandaVision's actually good.
It was really good. I really liked it. We watched.
WandaVision is held out too long.
Ooh.
All right,
I
should we
liked
start with
WandaVision.
WandaVision?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
It was fine.
WandaVision,
It
really
was
good.
fun.
Confused me the whole time, and I loved it. But too many
Yeah.
episodes.
Doctor Strange was supposed to come in at the end, and I think that would have been really nice because I
Was
loved,
he really?
I loved Doctor Strange.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I called it from the beginning. I was like,
Damn, they had a
Doctor
lot of
Strange.
TV shows.
I know Doctor Strange is coming in, and then these aren't all TV shows, Colin.
No, I know. I'm
Uh,
just
a
like
lot of
I'm
these are
reading it
movies.
now,
They
and
put
I'm
a
like,
lot
wow.
of TV shows in, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was calling it. You could ask my buddies from sophomore year of college. I was ready. I knew he was going to be there, and then he wasn't, and I was like,
Dude, it was...
That wasn't the only reason I didn't
so
love it, but it
sad.
was good.
Yeah, no, I
was
liked
good.
it. It was just... Yeah, I thought it was too long. They held it out for too
Yeah.
long. Okay, Loki.
Agreed.
I never watched that one.
Watch
Best
Peak.
Love Loki.
Peak.
Yes.
I love it.
In terms of MCU
thought he
shows,
died, bro.
100% peak.
No, they brought
They
a new
br-
one in. It was
it's the
a
whole
good one to
thing.
bring in.
It's the multiverse, bro.
Yeah.
It was the one from Endgame when like he jumped into the portal from Avengers.
Oh,
When
that
the
was.
Hulk,
Dude, they
I-
brought
knocked
him
him
in.
down.
He was the main one.
Yeah.
It was so good.
He was so good.
and he learned about him dying in Infinity
Yeah.
War. And it, oh my god,
I loved
So
that
good.
show.
Interesting.
I absolutely loved that show. Probably, I mean, other than like Guardians Volume 3, probably my favorite thing in these
I
few
don't think
in
that's
the
true,
multiverse
Joey. You're
saga.
forgetting about one.
I probably am.
Let's
keep going, let's keep going.
We'll get to it though. Okay,
Shang-Chi was good.
Good
Very
movie.
I liked it.
I thought it was actually really
I
good.
didn't see.
You gotta watch it
was
for
good.
BackTrack.
I've watched a lot of the older shows. Like I watched Agents of Shield.
Yeah, the older.
Colin.
Oh, well, this is a movie. Shang-Chi is a movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're right.
Shang-Chi is kind of like my Black Panther for you.
He
where
hates
it's like, yeah, it's technically about him, but I don't know. I didn't find it as interesting. Or like he wasn't like he was like a mid character compared to everybody else.
I mean, I wasn't in love with the movie, but remember my philosophy earlier about like, oh, I like when it feels separated. Obviously, the movies are Endgame and Infinity War. We said like the whole point was that they were a collaboration, like a crossover. This movie felt like its own thing, like straight up.
Yeah.
It was its own thing, and I really enjoyed
solid.
that. It was refreshing.
Except for when Wong came in.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, that was
I've heard
interesting.
it was good.
Okay, Hawkeye.
Didn't watch,
one
sorry.
last thing with Shang-Chi. Solid movie. The best word I could use to describe it is solid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I at this point especially, I was and am so sick of Aquafina.
oh my god, we
Oh
don't need
my
to get into your
God.
Aquafina hate trade right now.
I don't need to get into it, but my God. Anyway, Hawkeye. I liked
There's a
Hawkeye
Hawkeye
lot.
movie?
It was solid.
It's a show.
Show.
Oh wait,
Yeah, I know.
I remember that.
Solid.
I
liked
hate
it.
Hawkeye.
It was fun. It was like Christmas.
I
Really?
would have fucking
I
killed
thought he was
him
fine.
instead of Natasha.
Instead of
Yeah.
Natasha, yeah.
I would have hauled his ass
I
off
don't
that
really
fucking
love either of them.
bye. He doesn't.
Anyways.
Apparently, he has supervision. Did you guys
Solid
know that
show.
he has supervision? Apparently, never talked about.
I guess that makes sense.
Who the fuck knew
Yeah,
that?
they don't talk about that, but I guess it makes sense. Moon Knight.
I watched the
I
first
saw the
episode
first
I love
with
episode.
Joey.
This was a great show.
That's what I was thinking, Joey.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking was like your
First
I
episode
think I
was
like
great.
Loki more.
Really?
I think I like Loki more. Yeah.
The first episode was so good.
Because first episode was really good. The ending was all right. It just kind of tapered off a little bit. If it didn't taper off, I feel like it could have been better than at least season 1 of Loki. But season 2 of Loki, well, season 1 versus season 1, I guess. I would say they're almost even, but Loki just ekes it out. Again, if it didn't taper, but including Loki season 2, looking at the shows as a whole, oh
Fair
my
enough.
God. But
Fair enough.
Moon Knight was very good.
Whoa. What the hell was that,
the
Maren?
hell was that?
Maren.
What?
Maren is the mimic.
What did I do?
What am I
Some
hearing
fan
right
that'll
now?
get that.
There's like a robot in my ears.
Marin's the
Oh.
mimic. She's never been real. She's been a robot mimicking.
I'm so
Maren.
sorry.
The FNAF
I'm
fans
gonna
get
be
that.
real. I was biting my nail.
God. Okay, we're going on. We got to get through this. We've been recording for a while.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter
I thought
Soldier.
this was going to be shorter.
This show made me mad.
Mid. It was so
This show made me
mid.
mad
Didn't watch it.
because the
was so
the
average.
whole dynamic was Sam Wilson was given the shield. Him and Bucky Barnes were like buddies, and then this guy John Walker comes in, and he was like a very decorated like war hero soldier, and then he was like by the government he was designated Captain America, but the actual Captain America gave the shield and the name to Sam Wilson. So it just kind of was like them not I get it, but they just weren't working with the guy. They were like rage baiting him the whole time.
And
And then he gets pissed.
It was
I
just
loved
like
John Walker. He was my favorite part.
it was way too
was
much
interesting.
like the beginning of Infinity Saga, but like a really boring version of like the beginning.
Yeah.
It was just not good.
When I,
Can we,
Other than
going
John Walker,
forward,
I thought it was like not great.
other than a certain show that I know Charlie has thoughts on,
is it She-Hulk?
going forward, can we just not talk about the TV shows anymore? Because, like,
Okay,
I'm going to be honest.
Ms.
All right.
Ms. Marvel, very forgettable. Sorry, She-Hulk, disappointment.
Didn't watch it.
Disappointment.
We skip over Black Widow?
to MCU. No. Well, I'm just going through the shows really quickly.
Oh, okay,
I just have to
okay,
make a
okay,
point
okay.
about She-Hulk.
I didn't.
They ruined
sucked.
Daredevil. They ruined the character Daredevil
Wait, I was
because
gonna-
there was a whole thing about him. What?
I was gonna ask about that if it's the same Daredevil from the show.
It's the same. No, it's the same character or like actor, but there was a whole thing in Daredevil where like he was questioning if he was a good Catholic because he's religious in it, and like
Yeah,
everybody has their opinions on religion.
I've seen Daredevil.
But like
It was part of his character.
yeah, it was like if he was a good person because he was killing people, and then he just goes and sleeps with She-Hulk. Like,
He's still a
he
horny
was just down
bitch.
bad for
Very
She-Hulk.
silly.
That has nothing to do with his morality about killing people. He can be a whore if he
horny
wants.
But it's Catholicism.
He whored himself out
Okay,
in
well,
Daredevil, bro.
Okay. So then my whole point is ruined. Then we'll just erase that
Whatever
part.
him and
She-Hulk
Elektra
sucks.
had
Echo didn't
was
watch.
slutty. They were
Black
nasty.
Widow.
Didn't watch.
I'd say pretty good.
I liked it. It was
fine.
fun.
It was solid.
I enjoyed
Okay.
it very much so.
I liked Yelena.
Yeah, this
She
was
was a lot
my,
of fun.
my
Forest
era of
Pugh?
not really watching the movies. Minus
Yes.
a
I
few.
love her.
Fair enough. I have
she
a
was
feeling
good.
we're just gonna start dropping off.
Oh, I got some anger coming up. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I got
know
some
there's
anger.
one. I know there's one.
Eternals, way too long.
Eternals?
Didn't see.
I fell asleep.
Too long, but it was solid.
The
but it was too long.
CGI was amazing.
Really?
But yes,
I
the
watched-
CGI was really good, but
Solid.
Eternals
saw
was
it.
not good.
Not bad, but
I
too
saw
long.
it in theaters with my mom, but I didn't feel very good. I had a bad cold. And then I fell asleep while watching it. And I've never, ever in my life fallen asleep while watching a movie. Because I don't...
Eternals did it.
Eternals was I lost my sleeping virginity.
My sleep virginity.
virginity to that movie.
That was Sonic for me.
You wanna know what it was for me?
What was it?
Captain Marvel.
Oh my
no.
god.
I woke up to when
Guardians
Samuel L.
Holiday
Jackson
Special.
got his eye carved out.
Wow.
At least you
Marin,
stab
stab
that
Charlie.
part.
I'm stabbing Charlie.
Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, mid.
That's
I
the,
had a
that's
lot
the
of
holiday
fun.
special?
It was fun. Yeah.
Mid.
Or
We
like
already-
short movie,
We already
whatever.
kind of talked about No Way Home anyways.
Yeah,
So.
okay.
Good movie.
All right. It was
They
all
had
right.
movie, but
pauses
it's not
for
bad.
all of the. They had a pauses for all of
Applause
the
breaks.
intros.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
that's crazy.
Yeah, whenever a Spider-Man showed up, they would pause the movie for the audience. to
And
clap,
honestly,
in case you didn't
it
know,
was very
listener.
well needed because, let's be real, when we saw that
Yeah.
in theaters,
Andrew Garfield.
We were going
we
crazy.
would have missed dialogue.
Yes.
Important
Yes.
Yeah,
dialogue.
that's very
we
true.
needed
It's just
that.
funny to rewatch.
Yes, it's hysterical now.
in your own home.
Yes, it's very funny now.
Quantumania makes
Charlie,
me sad.
remember that
Oh, we
first
saw that
trailer
in
we
the
watched?
theaters.
Dude.
Oh, that was
Quantum-
Ant-Man. Oh, we did see that in theaters.
Yes, we did.
we
But that
kept
makes me
standing
sad
up.
because those trailers were so good,
They were
but
so
Quantumania
good.
was not.
It looked like it was going to be such a good
It
movie.
was so
bad.
different from what it was. It's so funny because I remember Joey turning around right at the end and being like, "I liked it. It was different than what I was expecting, but I liked it." But like
Okay,
I agreed at the time, but dude, that is they ruined it.
I need to
was
say this
bad.
right now with Quantumania and Multiverse of Madness, first of all, because I know Joey has some stuff to say about Multiverse of Madness. First of all, I forgot Quantumania existed. I meshed that movie experience with Multiverse of Madness in my brain. And Maren, I completely forgot that something I started doing in the theater was standing up when something would happen in the movie. I completely forgot about that.
very funny.
What was I thinking?
I don't know, but I was think I
stood
was
up.
sitting next to you, so it was very fascinating to watch.
What do you mean you stood up?
You would just stand up.
It's just like if something was happening in the movie, oh my god! Like I didn't say oh my god, but I would like stand.
Oh my
You guys wouldn't. I just
so funny.
realized
Kind of excited.
why I didn't see Guardians 3 and you all did. Because I went to a baseball game instead.
Oh yeah.
I remember that!
Maren, I watched
I
Guardians on
remember
my
being
own.
so
I didn't watch
disappointed.
with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was with-
Joey and I watched
Colin, you went to the baseball
Oh
game
yeah,
too.
you did.
Did I? Yes, we did go to a baseball game instead.
Yeah.
and Joey and I watched it, and we were happy.
We were so happy.
I-
But you know what I'm not happy about is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse
Hold
of
on, Maren
Madness.
was finishing. Maren finished.
Sorry,
Go on.
I
It's
had
okay.
to say that. I'll
I'm
let
a
you go.
woman. We never think. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, dude.
Bars.
Bars.
Oh my god.
Bars.
I did not like this movie. I was so excited for finally, like, I feel like they've gone into so many different genres in the MCU. I was so ready for a horror movie.
It was
like, not
marketed
like
that
a
way.
full-on horror
was-
movie. Like, obviously they can't quite do that, but I was ready for at least like some darker tones. And yeah, there were some darker tones, but it just felt like a multiverse movie.
Dude.
And I know multiverse is in the name, but it just felt like, oh, let's throw as many cameos and shit in here as possible. It did not land for me.
The-
It made me mad.
the only
because I was
part-
more excited for this movie than I was for any movie
Oh my
on this
God.
list.
Yeah, dude, that's true.
That was the one I was most excited for.
I
Dude,
hate
the
Doctor
only
Strange.
creepy part was when like what a Scarlet Witch was like killed Charles Xavier or whatever. It was like in that
Yeah.
weird liminal space. That was the only creepy
Yeah.
part.
Like Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, like it
my
wasn't
God.
really scary.
She killed
I
Patrick
actually
Stewart?
Stewart?
That one
the
part.
one thing I remember
Yeah.
genuinely being like, oh wow, that's cool, was like when they were going through multiverses.
Yes, that was cool too.
I know what
But
you're
that was
talking
so
about.
short. It was just like that's it. That's
it
all
was
I got.
minimal. It's literally a multiverse movie.
It
Where
was
did that
one
happen?
universe. It was one universe they were in.
But they jumped
Maybe
through so
two.
many.
I know.
It was stupid.
I was hoping for. Well, okay. One last thing, just because this is the one I'm going to have the most opinions on for the whole rest of the list. The music also made me mad because. I mean, I really care about the music, especially with these movies and the themes that they use. The
Nerd.
Doctor Strange theme from the first movie was so good; it was one of my favorites. And then they just didn't use it at all. It didn't feel it like music is so important for connecting two movies together, especially a sequel.
True.
It made me very angry. It did not feel connected at all. Bad movie. Didn't like it. Disappointment. Echo didn't watch it.
Yeah, don't
Thor
know what
Love
that
and
is.
Thunder also sucked.
Can we just not talk about Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yeah,
that
it
was
was so
bad.
bad.
That one,
That
Jane
is so
died.
Love and
it was
Thunder.
so
Who
bad.
cares? Move on.
Yes.
Jane
They
does
bring
die.
back
Yeah,
Jane
Jane
and then
dies,
kill her off
whatever.
right away. Wakanda
That
Forever.
was a bad movie.
Very good.
Great movie.
I liked
I
it.
liked it. I liked
I
it.
did
good.
not expect it to be as
Solid.
good as it was. I think I saw it with you guys, if I'm not
Dude,
mistaken.
it pissed me off. It pissed me off that this was scarier than Multiverse of Madness. How does that happen?
Yeah.
Okay, Loki season 2, fantastic.
Amazing.
We already talked about
season
Loki.
2.
We already talked
was
about Loki.
So
Move on.
good.
Such a good
but,
thing.
But season
oh my
2,
God, I loved
it was.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
move on. Who
season
cares?
2 was so good.
Who cares?
Secret
It was
Invasion,
amazing.
I
You
didn't
guys
even
already
wanna
talked about
watch.
Loki.
I watched one episode of Secret Invasion, and I did not watch anything else.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know. I've never
didn't
heard of
even
Secret
see
Invasion
one.
in my life.
Exactly.
It was like bad.
Ironheart.
Anyways.
I didn't watch
I don't know
that.
what that is.
It's coming out
again,
now, I think.
had no idea.
Oh, also, we're not in the right order for the fans. 'cause
Yeah, I
you're
don't
not
know
gonna
what
be able
this
to
is.
watch
This
this.
is the
correctly, but
wrong
it's
order.
fine.
Yeah.
What is going on? I'm so confused. This
the
is a bad
Marvels,
order.
I didn't
the
see.
Marvels I didn't see, and then Thunderbolts I didn't see either. I heard that was good.
Didn't see.
Thunderbolts was very good. I really liked it.
Is Fantastic Four the one with the head turn and the? It's fantastic. Like that scene.
Yes. Yeah, that original movie.
Like
yeah.
the first one?
That's actually it. That's crazy.
Old movie.
No,
like the new one?
I don't know which one
No,
it is.
the old one.
Like
the
the
old one. The
first
new
old
one
one?
didn't come out yet. I don't know.
Who's
I think we're caught
in
up.
it?
I think we're just caught up.
It was
now.
one of them.
The one with Chris Evans or the one with
the other one.
with Michael
The
B.
other
Jordan?
one.
This is. I just saw an SNL bit of Will Ferrell. Like it was like a song, except an ADHD person is in the crowd, just asking questions the whole
Oh
time.
yeah,
and I
I've
just
seen
got
that. I've seen that.
I just got like a flashback to that when you just asked questions there, Maren. I don't know why.
Didn't
but it
we
was
talk
just,
about this? That
it
we're
just
not that
happened in a
you're
flash.
not allowed to get annoyed by it anymore. Because you get it.
I'm
now.
not annoyed. It was.
You're being
It was just
ableist.
like everything made sense in the moment. Like the three questions you asked in a row.
Okay, all right. To get
Agatha.
back on track.
Yeah, let's
Agatha,
sidetrack.
I actually watched, and it was surprisingly good.
Okay,
I was
noted.
actually
I still have
surprised.
to
It
watch
wasn't
it.
perfect, but I was surprised. Solid.
Captain America: New
Did not
World
watch
Order.
Captain America. Thunderbolts was the best one since Guardians 3. Like
Really?
Thunderbolts was a great movie.
Okay,
That one looks
noted.
like a lot of
I really
fun.
liked it.
I was telling my brother.
It was it was really funny. It
Yeah,
was
I've
a
heard
fun,
people liked
funny
that.
movie.
Yeah.
It was a
That's
great
what
movie.
I was saying to my brother because I haven't seen it yet. But I was like, I feel like I won't like it because it's Marvel. But if you take away the fact that it's
Nah.
or not that, I was like, if you don't
Yeah.
think of it as a Marvel movie, it would be a fantastic movie. Like it'd
Yeah.
be great. Not like
Right.
in like a peak
But it's a Marvel
cinema
movie.
way, just in like it'd be a great time. But I feel like my brother wouldn't like
Yep.
it, or because it's Marvel and he'd have that in the back of his head. I'm easy to please though, to be honest, when it comes to
I think we should
too.
wrap this up, but
So that's the end, right? Yeah.
The end.
well, hold on,
Yeah.
but hold on.
We're caught up.
but-
We're
I
caught
just
up.
wanna-
I mean,
Okay. What if I love that they brought back
we
Ultron.
gotta talk about
I
that.
have only seen
Me
season
too.
one,
They
but I
did?
love that they brought back Ultron. Yes, and they made him kill Thanos.
Oh, and what if?
Like within
Marvel
seconds.
What If.
Yeah, he killed Thanos within seconds and then became like powerful enough to go between multiverses on his own. Oh my god!
Yeah, he had all the Infinity Stones.
They finally respected his character.
It's funny that you say that because like my final 2 dots for just note taking. First one was that Marvel is still big. It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still popular. You know, the Marvel What If, people still enjoy that. Marvel Rivals, I don't play it, but that shit's massive.
Oh, that game.
I know you have
Not as massive as it was because they made some poor decisions, but it's still out there.
Yeah, and at the very least, I love the character designs
It's
in
still
Marvel
a game.
Rivals. They go hard.
They
So
did a good job.
yeah, and I guess my other thing was just basically like it feels like a cash grab at this point, and a lot of the favorite actors
Yes.
left, so there's less interest.
What?
Uh,
Well,
Like, the other thing is that they killed off characters, and now like they brought back Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in it again as a different character.
Yeah.
and
as
like
Doctor Doom.
yeah, exactly. Like it just feels like they're saying, "Oh, this is the end," and that would be awesome if it was the end and they were never coming back as another character. Because it's like you already did this awesome thing. Like let it be what it was and don't come back. But they're coming back.
Let it have its artistic integrity.
Yeah, exactly. Like
well,
Yeah.
my final question is kind of related. Like, do you think superhero fatigue is in play here?
Yes, 100%.
well, partially, but I also think that they're just trying to milk as much as possible out of it.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I feel like the movies just are not as good.
No, I
no,
think that's
because-
also true. I think
Because-
it's a combo of both.
I was excited to watch Thunderbolts. I'm excited to go see Fantastic Four because Thunderbolts was good. Fantastic Four looks good. And I know as soon as the new Batman 2 comes out, I am placing my ass in that theater at least once. Like, and I don't know, I hope people feel the same way because in my heart, I do really love superhero movies because I loved the way the MCU was, and, you know, I'm excited to see how DC starts doing their new thing with the new, like, Superman and the new DC universe, whatever they're doing. But, I don't know, a lot of people throw around the word superhero fatigue, and they're just like, oh, I think people are just over superhero
No,
movies.
but
I
they're
ju-
not.
I think people are over bad movies.
I think
yeah.
it's just that it's a cultural shift at this point where people are.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of sick of it, but they're still gonna go see them if they're good.
Dude,
I don't
you know,
think
like-
Yeah,
people are
exactly.
sick of it. Though,
My issue-
because
Well, my issue was when they were first like announcing all of the new movies that were going to be coming out. They said that two Avengers movies were going to be coming out within 3 months of each other, and I was like, oh my god,
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
yeah. So I was from that point, I was like, they're just trying to like build up as much hype as possible for this shit, and like it's just there's not the same kind of like joy in
Staying
making
power.
these movies anymore. It's literally just
Well,
let us pump
okay.
out as many movies as possible in the shortest amount of time, and just content in general because of all the shows.
Yeah. I mean, the thing I have to say, and I do think it's a cash grab. I do think the movies just have gotten worse. But on the other hand, I have to give them a little bit of leeway for three things. One is COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 is Chadwick Boseman's death. He was supposed to be like a big time player in this
Right.
whole saga. And 3
That was so
is
sad, man.
everything that happened with Kang and Jonathan Majors.
But like, even
He was supposed to be the new Thanos.
But,
So
okay.
they lost their main character and they lost their main villain.
the Kang is the villain that was in Quantumania. But
remember.
Specifically Quantumania, like the fact that was the first introduction of Kang, and he was just kind of like it was literally
he
just
was
to
in Loki.
say. Well, yeah, but
The Conqueror, if you want to be specific.
Specifically, this Kang that we get in Quantumania, who's different from Loki, like he only existed in that to say like, hey, Kang is going to be coming back. but he died off in that. Like, we're not even getting that same Kang. So, like, it felt like a useless movie to just bring in a Kang character and kill him off right away. Like, it was already bad going into it. Which, like, it's sad that Jonathan Majors came out as the person that he is. But
so interesting.
Like, it's interesting because Loki, Loki did him perfectly.
Yes, I agree.
thought he was a really imposing, and I was excited to see this guy. Like, in a different way than Thanos, where, like, Thanos wasn't really involved until Infinity War.
Yeah.
Kang was kind of there pulling the strings the whole time.
Yeah.
And I think that was really cool. And I was actually really excited. So I am personally very disappointed with the way things have gone for that reason. Macro, sort of, like, the main villain overarching. I personally have some hope for Doctor Doom. I am not automatically like, oh, it's Robert Downey Jr., it's going to be awful. I know people like that. I am interested.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be bad as Robert Downey Jr. because he's a really good actor. Like, in Oppenheimer, he was great too.
He won an Oscar.
It's just the fact that they
did.
Exactly. Like, it's just the fact that they're bringing him back. And, like, also, like, you mentioned the Chadwick Boseman thing. Like, they were still able to do Wakanda Forever really well. And, like...
True.
Like, even if Black Panther was supposed to be, like, the main focal point of the multiverse, the fact that they were able to still make that movie good, even without Chadwick Boseman in it, like...
That's true. Like, it's possible.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was just disappointing to see that they're just trying to pump these out.
I just wanted to say, I thought it was interesting how the way we look at bad movies pre-Infinity War, we're kind of like, whatever. And when we look at movies post-Endgame, if we think they're bad, we're incredibly disappointed.
Yeah.
Well,
bad movies have this...
Thor: The Dark World was bad. Everybody knows it was bad.
Well,
I was really
it was
angry
good.
about Age of Ultron.
I thought
if you remember,
I thought Dark World was like, I thought it was mid. Like, I think it still had a really good part.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like, there's a different kind of energy to it.
Yeah,
There's a very different energy.
Also, this stuff is
also
like...
the internet has become more prevalent since it started.
True.
Like, there is a source material.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people are...
were mad about Civil
Why people
War.
are confused about this stuff. And when it comes out, like, oh, this can't happen. This makes no sense. Why is Iron Man going to play dead? Like,
I hate people like that.
read
I
the
hate
comics
when
and
people say
maybe
that.
you'll understand. Like,
But like,
Otherwise, I don't care.
the thing is, like this is getting into a whole like general talk. But like, there was a reason why they were called blockbusters. Like, there would be a few a year, and it would have people literally like around the block at the movie theater trying to get in to see this movie. And now there's like how many blockbusters coming out every year? There's I've been to the movie theaters in the past few years. There's barely anybody. That is not a blockbuster.
Well,
and you're
COVID
trying to
kind
say
of
that
ruined
there's
that.
so many coming out.
Yeah.
like, people
Yeah,
used
but
to
even
go all
still,
the time.
like they no, but like there's so many coming out in the same year, and they're all like $20, and I know that's also partially because like movies are on streaming now, and like that messed it up.
Yeah.
But you can't just keep releasing blockbusters and then you're just going to put them directly on Max instead of having them in the movies.
That's the world we live in now.
Yeah, I know.
Not saying it's a good thing, but that's
to
it.
put a pin in that, to put a bow on that, my ass is sat this December, Five Nights at Freddy's 2
Oh my
movie
God,
of the
dude.
decade. I'm there.
Shut up, dude. We're gonna have to make a backtrack
Colin,
video on
we're
it, and I'm
going.
upset about it.
I am there.
Yeah, we gotta
That is
do it.
going to be a blockbuster.
Good God.
I am in. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Well, I'm glad we had this.
That's it.
Went on much longer than I expected, but I think we had lots of good discussions going through the MCU.
I agree. Should I stop recording?
No, we're not
We're
done.
not
yet.
done?
We have to
We're
say
not done,
goodbye.
we're not done.
Goodbye.
We can inject
No, we have to say
ourselves.
goodbye to our viewers.
Goodbye, viewers. Good night.
Goodbye, viewers.
I love you.
Good night, viewers.
Sleep well.
Thank you for watching Sidetrack.
Thank you for
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for
listening.
watching.
We're not watching.
Or listening.
Or both.
Internalizing.
Reading.
Thank you for ingesting BackTrack in the form of SIDETRACK.